move a little bit, get a better view. How's everybody doing? Timber. Always have to be prepared to move when you're out here. Doing all right. I'm actually doing some work. Decided to get out of the house. Come around here. So this is the back corner of the property. They're finishing up. They're working in tandem. I uploaded a little short. There's if you look there, there's the logger. So he's following Chris. So Chris doesn't have to do any chainsaw work. So Chris knocks the tree down, drags it back. Kevin's the logger's name. It's Kevin and Tony. Kevin's in the Volvos. He comes up and cuts it right back here, and then the skidder comes back here and has been dragging it to the front mostly. And then whatever brush is left, they're going to throw on the truck. He's in there. He's working in the AC. So all this back here stays. There's still a whole lot of property back here, and this is never, well, not never been logged, but it's been a long time. So a lot of the trees back there are pretty big, but they're all hardwood. So this is just to bring the fence in. Messages only pop up for a second, so if you ask something, don't see it, just send it again. Kind of watching where I'm at the same time. I got some good drone footage of them working in tandem earlier, so I'll probably upload that tomorrow. Hey, Shirley. So that's about it. There's a few, well, he's got a little bit, another 100 feet to go maybe. Most of that's small. Yes. I've been mistaken for a so if you're around big equipment, you make sure they kind of make eye contact with you and see where you're at. Is it Rena? Yeah, no, Chris doesn't do lives. It's left up to me to come out here and get it done. Back up a little bit more. Hey, Miss Lori. Claim you saw Bigfoot, yeah. Pilot. Oh, awesome. I got it right. My name's a little funky to say too, so. I'm gonna get him on a live if I get to 10,000 subscribers. I'm gonna put that in a video later. I'm gonna get him to, I got him to do an interview, so next challenge is get him to do a live. He's made pretty short work of this. He started this morning, and this is the second half of the path. The first half was from the pond we already have to where he cleared, and now they're doing this section. So yeah, that's the thing about him. He's good and fast. And some guys will come out here and offer you a cheap rate, but they take forever, almost as slow as me. DP probably started it then. All right, y'all, I'll use that as leverage. I appreciate that info. Oh, gotta move again. Don't know where that tree will go. Slide back this way a little bit. So that big tree that's beside him right there, boop, can't take it out. Once he's moved on, I'll explain. I actually learned it from the loggers. It's pretty interesting. I don't know if you can see it from here. I'm gonna zoom in. Let's see. See the two slashes on it? So when they survey, they put slash marks on it. And if you imagine a fence running along those slash marks, that shows you who owns the tree. So since the slash marks are on my side, it's his tree. And if they're on the side like it's through the middle, then it means it's both of you trees. Timber. Kinda. Oh, okay. So he's done a couple of them. That's my cue to get out of the way. Sometimes my videos looks like I'm a little closer than I am, but trust me, I respect the machines. A friend of mine got killed by one when we were like 18. So I try not to push it. Hey, Robert. Walk out here. So that's the marker for the corner. That. I'll say if I cut out, I'll come right back. Yeah, exactly, Tim. Yeah, but the drone footage, I got some really awesome drone footage of him. One down off the pond earlier today. Had to get it perfect, so I actually copied and gave him the footage so he can use it because it was pretty cool. So I expect he'll have that out tomorrow. So there again, if you just came in and so he laid that one down, and then the logger comes in behind them. There you go. Now you can see him. So he'll move it, then he'll take that piece and cut it up. So saves a lot of time instead of Chris having to get out and do a bunch of chainsaw work. Hey, O'Donovan. I used to own a company in Ireland, or co-own a company, I should say. Beautiful place. I have family originally from there. Yeah, it's supposed to rain for, hey Adrian. Yeah, it's supposed to rain starting tomorrow for a week straight, but the rain's mostly been passing us by. I mean, it poured at Chris's house. He's 4 miles away, and we didn't get anything, so we'll see what really happens. I do smart homes, so commercial and residential automation systems. So like Crestron control, doing a little bit of control 4 now too. In the residential market, I do a lot of the universities around here. I do their work in the athletics department. So the screens and audio and microphones and tying all that stuff in, lighting control, blinds. I appreciate that. Back here for a second. While he grabs that stuff, show y'all a sneak peek of my neighbors. So this is a 70-acre farm behind me, and it's been in their family for 150 years or more. There's some interesting stuff with that, with our land, that one of these days I'm gonna make a video on, but I really want to get all the information together about the history of it and all that. Well, when we're not finding balloons, we're finding beer cans. As far as the main clearing, that's done. So this is just for the fence lines. And of course, when I say done, I mean done cutting down trees. Chris's version of done is once the stumps are out. So I think he's probably got, he'll be here tomorrow and Saturday. He'll be pretty close, probably through next weekend. Stumps and stuff will be done, and then it'll be grading and figuring out the pond layout, trying to lay it out. Yes, because we dig some of it out. Yeah, that was a lot, Tim. We've got to, because we have to dig. Once all the stumps are gone and we get out there, we'll have a good video about that. And the one I'm putting out now, a lot of people have asked me to draw on it, so I did that from overhead, kind of show where some stuff is. And he's getting out. I have to tell him I'm live. I don't know if he'll want to. Might tell me to cut it off. We'll see. I'm making a live. Yeah, it's a wave. Hey, look at that. Do we have a question, or are you trying to figure it out? Oh. Yeah, he's got a big set of stumps saved for the fish.
I think I'm just going to leave that big pine tree.
Oh, really? Yeah, it doesn't have to come down.
And the fence is right here.
Right.
Because to take that down, I've got to clear all this out, get around here and knock all this stuff.
Does that mean you can clear up some of this concrete that's on his land?
I'll push it over.
Yeah. I mean, because the fence will be coming, he says he's going to be a foot off the line, so he'll come through here. Yeah. And then you got that little garbage.
Yeah. Actually, none of that's yours. The line goes through here.
Oh, that's right. Huh.
I doubt he'll care if I grab it.
No, he didn't care. He told us we could do whatever we want. Remember that day? Right. I've got it on video.
Okay.
Yeah, you're right.
I can take that pine. It's going to tear all them other trees up and then drop it.
No,
just leave it.
Yeah, the only reason I take the pine is if it wasn't going to hurt the oaks, but
if I dig all that up, it's probably
going to kill the oak, and then we'll have to deal with it later when you're not here.
Let's not do that.
Yeah. Hey, he left the machine running. No, you're on the roll today. I don't want to slow you down.
I better get back in that air conditioner. Oh, it's pretty good, him coming behind me.
It does. Yeah, if you could have him on every job.
Right? I don't think that would be too feasible.
Probably not.
Probably not. I know not.
Oh, look, we found more trash. So this is what mostly is on the property that you go around and find is glass bottles. I don't know if this back here, this far pertains to it, but this used to be a bootlegger's place. And we find a ton of moonshine bottles, or it's not really moonshine bottles, but you know what I mean. Liquor bottles. All right, say bye. See, I got them on there for a few minutes. Oh, see that? I was filling that hole. See, the can disappeared, so that was about 2 feet. It's one thing you have to be careful out here. When they logged before, they just left all the stumps, so they died, and then got holes everywhere. It's just like a minefield. Back to my spot. Get a little closer now. Yeah, I know I should have ran for it, but he's getting so much done today, I don't want to slow it down. Now the cabin's gone. Let me see if I can show you down the line. It goes up over hill, so you can't really see. But that continues all the way straight to the other pond. So the other pond's about almost a quarter mile away that way. No, there we go. Yes, yeah, this will get smoothed out. It won't stay all chopped up. So he's gonna come through with the dozer. He'll grab all this crap he's left in and throw it in the the truck, in the dump truck. And then that'll leave a straight line for the fence guys to come through here. It's the same ones that did his fence. So they're fencing the whole property in. And left me enough lines so I can come through with the tractor and keep it mowed. All that good stuff. Yep. I don't remember what it is, Rick. There's something I have to have 10,000 subscribers for. Obviously, it's not to go live, but there's something else. I don't know. It's a nice round number. Thanks, Brenda. I think it will too. We were looking out there. I mean, we could put a 10-acre pond in the way it is, but that's a lot more money and time and clay that we don't think we have. Got a line in there from something. Or a snake. Let's see. One of the two. Probably all in the poison ivy. There you go. And I flew the drone over the whole things, and earlier, but I'll fly it over again, so it'll be in the video. You'll be able to see the whole path. But yeah, he'll go through and clean this up. Just go with the whole thing of everything gets dumped in the woods. Bottles, concrete, metal. That's an old Miller bottle, old short Miller bottle. We found medicine bottles with medicine still in them, corked up. Mustard jar. Okay, Tim, you might be right. Yeah, get a closer shot of that. I was talking about earlier. So as you walk through woods on your property line, you'll see these, and those are surveyor marks. Oh, Brenda, the drone part wasn't on live. You're good. It'll be on the video tomorrow, so you didn't miss it. So yeah, so they'll make those hat marks, and then they're deep, so they stay with the tree for a long time. So that means that's the neighbor's tree. And if the marks were on the other side, it would be my tree. And if they were on the side that the line runs into, so if it was on this side, then it would be both our tree. And I only learned that yesterday, so. Thought about chair, but I still remember. Yellow jacket got me. That hurt. It's Chris's fault. He was attracting them earlier. Probably disturbed their nest. I keep my eyes open. That stung. Haha. No, but we have a ton of runoff. I'll talk about it when I do the drone footage. I'll kind of get into that some more. So my area where the pond's going is pretty much the runoff from behind me, from that subdivision that's beside us. Up at I mean, it's a lot, so it shouldn't have a problem. But I'm putting a well in anyway, just in case. Plus, we need one in the back. Not yet. That's why we're putting the pastures in. And we've got chickens and ducks, but that's it right now. So So once we have this established, so I'm hoping for next year we'll bring in, I'm looking at doing the Dexters for cows, and then we might get some goats at least for a little bit, because all this little vegetation crap that's all back here. All right, doesn't seem to be a lot happening now. Yeah, that thing got me good. That's gonna hurt. Liquid chicken. Starts, yes. I used to have, what did we start with? We had like 20 chickens, and now we got 60, but then we lost like 13 to something. We've increased our duck population. We just let them run completely free of that. All right, looks like that's going to be about it. I think he's going to leave that little part. He's going to bring the mini in here. And before I go back, I'll show you what else he's got to do. Grab all those later. I'll let my daughter find them. My oldest likes to find bottles. Let's see. I'll get lost in the woods. Now I'll take, to get back to the house, I gotta go through all the fields if anyone wants to stick around through that. Tricky to get out of here, but oh, there it is. Spot somewhere. Some of that is that area that we didn't log that's over to the side where the between the house. It's a couple reasons. One, it's wetland area, so I can't clear that. And two, Mrs. Beely Good wanted some space between the house and the pond. But we're gonna take down all the littles. We can take down little stuff in there, so we'll still have view. So this is the back line. See the stakes. It's just kind of a weird angle. Think you're anywhere near popcorn something, some moonshine area? I don't know. He can, but we need to leave something. I don't know. This guy was very well known. He moved counties, and then federal agents would be out in the woods and stuff. And his son that grew up here came by and talked to me. He's like in his 70s now, I think. And it's really interesting. If you watch the very first video from Chris, he filled in where the hidden basement was in the barn that they stored stuff. And it's pretty neat. So this is that backfield that Chris cleared last time. So I just came around to that. And I'm gonna stop and get out right here. And this is probably the best view of everything. So that's the logger coming out. Yeah, it's not cheap. It adds up, but he's surprisingly, Chris is actually pretty much in line with everybody else, and he does, great work, obviously. And Yes, it works out. The logging helps some because we do get paid for that. So all the way over there, he just came out across there. So back on there, that's where we just were, is on the other side. And then that's another ridge over there. And then the pond starts down in this valley. So I don't really have anything to mark it by. Maybe if you can see that little tiny twig that's left sticking up. Right in there is the valley. So it starts there. See, the road does a little curve now. That won't be curved anymore. That'll be all the way at the wood line. He said the bottom of the pond is probably gonna be 80 feet. What did he say, 40 feet? Anyway, and it runs from there on up to about where that tree that we kept that's off wood line some. I've got 35, and then this is another 200 that we have optioned, and then the farm behind me, I was saying earlier, that's 70. This, things could always change, but that's been in their family for a long time. And then the front acreage where that field is beside us, that's all, I was trying to remember what it's called earlier. I'm having a brain fart. That's all locked up where it's not supposed to ever be sold out of the family or developed. So this kind of runs around. If you see the video that when we first marked where we thought the pond was and it looked like an upside down heart, that's it right there. It comes in, it kind of goes around where that peninsula sticks out, but we'll probably cut that in some. Then it'll go over there and then kind of come back around where that second pile is, somewhere over in that area. It's deceiving. It's really big out here, but I think it's not gonna be much of nothing if you walk it. And then if you look through the woods, you can see the barn and all up there. So that's kind of where we're at. And I'm gonna drive over there and I'll show you the other path. How much am I swelling up from that thing? It got me. It's not bad. I'd rather get stung by one of those than a wasp. Turkeys are usually out in here getting game cameras, see what we can see. And there's some deer that usually watch early in the mornings. They'll hang out. So this is the path I was always driving. Come down. I know people ask what we're going to feed the pond with. So like these are dry ditches. There's no water in them. Even, of course, if it was pouring rain, we'd have some water. But that's where it drains off of the subdivision up there when it rains. So then instead that'll go into the pond, and then you get drainage up there. This is the 36-inch pipe. All this will come out. We won't need that anymore because it'll be pond. Then the overflow will be here and go into the ditch. But like I said, it's not a creek, so it's not going to keep it full, but it is kind of shows the amount of runoff we've been getting over the years. Let's see. I've got my speed limiter because I've not buckled in. Yeah, that's it, seasonal drainage. Anybody wants some old wood, it's getting burned if someone doesn't get it. We've used up all we could pretty much use for any time soon. That's what's left on the logging deck, so that's it, that, and what they're dragging out today. They'll be done. See how much the pond's down. So yeah, those are the stumps we put in the pond to begin with. So that kind of tells you we're getting pretty low. Um, but all the ponds in the area are like this. Like I said, I'm on the list to get a well, but they're booked out 4 months. I got about another 3 months to go. So if I have to, I'll run something off the well we've got. We'll see. Hopefully we'll get that rain this week and it won't be an issue. But you can see the other pond that's on the other side. You can see it's down even more. That thing. So he came in today. We found out that we thought our property line zigzagged a little here, but it doesn't. We got it resurveyed and staked, and so this one was super tricky to get out, but I got drone footage of that. Like I said, I gave it to Chris so he can put that on his channel. And then this is the path for the fence. He pushed through here in like maybe 2 hours. So he's just so much more efficient than most of the other guys. This is the retention pond for the neighborhood beside me, which they actually came across 2 feet on our property, but we're gonna leave it. We're not gonna mess with it. Then this is the neighborhood, which we don't mind too much. The houses they're on 3-4 acre lots. They start around 800,000. So it's not really too much riffraff. And then it just continues up over this ridge and straight across, and that's where we were when I started the live, down there. And then this is the other ridge. This is the other ridge that looks the other side. Let's see, somebody saying something. How many acres? It went away, so if you want to send it again, well, hold on, let me see if I tap on it, if it brings it back up. Need to do these on an iPad, then I could see more. Yeah, 35 acres. So way over there, that's where I stopped and showed from that view. That's the other corner. And then that's it. And the pond will be more to this side, going into that ridge. So that's the future home site back in there. Maybe. We ended up spending so much in this other house that I might probably gonna be there a while. This is raised area 2. Then that stays woods. But anyway, once this is all burned up and cleaned up, we'll do a video and show marking it out and where all the corners are and everything. But it kind of stops about where those little trees were left. That's kind of in that ridge and goes around, and then the dam will be 12 foot at the center. There's 3,000 loads of dirt have to be put over there to build the dam. No wonder he could buy another farm. He's had his eye on that one for a while. He's been trying to talk that guy into selling it. So yeah, that's it. Get Chris some cold beer for the 4th. Exactly. Get him to stop working long enough to enjoy it. All right, everybody. I think that's going to do it. I appreciate everybody coming on. Appreciate you supporting the channel. If you haven't subscribed, please do. Let's see if once I get to 10,000 subscribers, I'm going to talk Chris into doing another live. I didn't think he had ever done one, actually, but a couple people said he's done some. You too, Tim. Hope everybody has a really good day. You're welcome. Yeah, happy 4th. That's actually my favorite holiday, so looking forward to it. We're not going to do the fireworks this year, though, unfortunately. You're welcome. Maybe we'll go live. Maybe that's what we'll do. I'll try and give a little more notice, but we'll go live when we're staking out the pond. That'd probably be a good video. So, appreciate it.